Oh, I hadn't got to that. Told him about the cold and that night break. Got colder.
Close to home.
Let's
Livingston
take a moment to
Regional
ask you to do a
Hospital.
little something
Protecting
for us,
the-
if you don't mind. We would love to have you subscribe to our YouTube page. Just click on the YouTube icon.
Hey guys, this is Jason coming to you from Frontier Chevrolet in Livingston, Tennessee, 2350 Cookeville Highway under new management. That is correct. Under new management here at Frontier Chevrolet. Guys, I want to let you guys know about all of the vehicles that we have on the lot right now. We have a big super savings event going on. And if you haven't noticed, we're giving back to the community. We had a turkey giveaway here on Thanksgiving. Be looking forward again coming around Christmas time. We believe it's going back and helping the community a lot. So we want you guys to make sure you like and share the post. That way everybody gets the opportunity to come up here and get a gift at no cost at all to you.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into our coverage of the 2022 Livingston Overton County Christmas Parade here on Overton Events as we get ready for this parade to come in front of us here at our broadcast position. Happy to have you with us. Craig Cantrell, Pam Sadler joining me. Pam, it's kind of like old times, isn't it? Back on the old telescripts days. We're back doing parades together.
That's right. It's been many, many moons since we were able to do this, but we spent a lot of time together doing the Christmas parades and with telescripts, Comcast cable, on the square, wherever we could get to bring the parade to our audience, and I hope they enjoy it today.
Hope so. It's going to be a big parade. I was talking to the Chamber of Commerce, and they said almost 200 entries, so that's a big number. And they wanted to have it yesterday. The threat of rain, kind of caused them to have to move it, but now with the way that today is, probably a perfect day to move because you just look around, and there's a ton of people out to watch this parade today.
I was coming down, heading towards the square, and they are lined up everywhere. And they've got all of their, their chairs, and they're setting up, and everything seems to be going real well. I think they'll enjoy this parade.
Yeah, I think so. It's a perfect day, about 50 degrees. A little cloudy, that's the only thing. If it was a little sunnier, it would have been a little warmer, but the only thing that anybody can complain about is there's no sun, but just a perfect day for it. And this Overton County Christmas Parade, the Grand Marshal this year is going to be the Standing Stone State Park, and they're going to be pulling the workers from down there in a wagon, so that's always – the park always brings a lot of people into Overton County, and it's just a great asset for Overton County to have.
That's right, and that'll be W.J. Staggs will be pulling that wagon, and he's always been right there. Anytime that you've needed him and his mules, he's there to, to help with the parades and on the square for Christmas in the country. So we want to thank him for always being a trooper there and doing that for us.
We can hear the sirens coming just to our left as they're getting ready to get close to us. Before we continue on, we're going to take a moment to thank our sponsors for making our broadcast possible here on Overton Events. Without them, we'd be unable to bring these events to you, so we really appreciate them. They really help us be able to get out and do all these things, and we really appreciate everybody watching as well. But our sponsors for Overton Events, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, our sponsors here on Overton Events. And we do want to ask everyone, if you enjoy the events that you see here on our YouTube channel, go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost you anything, never will cost you anything to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button. That will help us grow the channel, help us to be able to continue to do more things here on Overton Events for you. And we plan on doing several more. If you are just tuning in with the parade, that'll bring in different people to view, I would say, today. So if you're just tuning in, look at the other videos we've got on there. We've got high school basketball games, we've got high school football games, grade school basketball games, grade school football games, soccer games, high school and grade school. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to see. We do the county meetings every week, or every month, the city meeting every month. So you can see a lot here on Overton Events, and just a great place for people to come to kind of keep up with what's going on around Overton County.
I've really enjoyed watching the Overton event on YouTube, and we had a lot of people ask us during the soccer time because they couldn't get out because of the weather or too cold and things like that, and we just went ahead and told them this is a great place for you to be able to see it. And that way you can kind of keep up with what's going on in the county, but not only that, you get to see your loved ones on TV. So it's a great opportunity, and I hope everyone subscribes, and thank you to our sponsors.
Yeah, they are what makes it possible. You can also find us on our Facebook page. Overton Events is on Facebook as well. Also on our homepage, overtonevents.com, and also on the Overton County News webpage. I think we're having a little technical difficulty with our camera right now, it looks like, as Tyler trying to get that taken care of here.
And while he's doing that, we'll be hearing the sirens pretty soon, Craig, and we're going to start off, of course, with the city police. And then from there we'll have the Sheriff's Department, the County Police, and Livingston Fire Department.
And then the city mayor, county mayor, and just a lot of different things here on the in the parade this week. As again, Tyler trying to get everything straightened out. We apologize.
Just keep listening, because we'll be back.
Yeah, I think there's just probably a little connection there somewhere in a wire, maybe just not getting everything going the way it should be. As technical difficulties happen sometimes when you're trying to go on, so hopefully we've got that straightened out, as he's going to try to get everything taken care of here.
Well, we don't hear the sirens yet, so we're
still
not
got a little
missing
time.
anything. We still have some time. And as we said, over 200 entries, so that's going to be a big parade today, a big parade. And it's probably great because it's a Sunday afternoon, and a lot of people are out. I see a lot of the kids with their bags. They're ready to pick up candy.
Oh, yeah, that's always one of the fun parts. Is I think he's got the video back, trying to get everything straightened out here as we get ready for this one. Now we're good to go. As you can look down through there, down East Main Street here in Livingston. We're right in front of the First Baptist Church Family Life Center, where we're broadcasting from. So we'll get to see them pretty early as they come through here. So everything should be getting closer now, as if Tyler wants to play a little subscribe commercial right here while we're waiting, or maybe play a video commercial, as we still have a few minutes, it looks like, before they get here.
Hello everyone, this is Tyler from Overton Events.
And while we're watching our live events here, let's take a moment to ask you to do a little something for us, if you don't mind. We would love to have you subscribe to our YouTube page. Just click on the YouTube icon at the lower right-hand corner. Once you click on that, that will pull up the YouTube page, and it will pull up a subscribe button. It will be red. Just click that subscribe button. Won't cost you anything to subscribe. Never will cost you anything to subscribe. That's just a vote of confidence, vote of support for our page to help us continue to grow and to help us continue to be able to bring you these live streams of different events here on Overton Events. We'd appreciate it if you go subscribe. Thank you in advance for doing so, and we are really grateful that you're watching our Overton Events channel. Getting very close now, Pam, as the City Police Department blocking everything off just a couple of streets up, so they're not too far away. And I'm just impressed with the number of people that are out here. Of course, it's always that way every year with the Christmas parade. Always a lot of people out in town, and that's a good day for Livingston, Overton County, just being able to see what's going on here in town. A lot of people coming in from other counties coming in to watch this parade.
Well, it's a good afternoon. It's not too cold, and everybody's out of church, probably already had their lunch, and this gives them something to do on a Sunday afternoon. And I really think that with over 200 entries, they're going to enjoy this parade.
Yeah, I think so, and it's going to be a lot of local people that you might not get to see all the time, and they'll be. I guarantee there'll be somebody out there that you'll see that hey, I remember them. I hadn't seen them since forever ago.
That's right, and we're starting off now with the city police. He's going to go on down through the street so he can make sure that all the cars are off of the highway.
Yeah, they're getting pretty close with the actual lead cars. As stand up and look, they're not too far away. Probably coming in front of Bo's Pedals and Lace right now. So a couple hundred yards from getting here to our broadcast position now, as they are getting very close. And again, Grand Marshal going to be Standing Stone State Park, and just looking forward to seeing some of the folks out there. A lot of folks out there that do a fine job keeping that. It's a rustic park, and it's just beautiful. If you haven't had a chance to go out and visit out there, you need to go. They've got got the lake down there. You can rent those boats and go out on the lake. Got the little play area, a little creek down below the dam there at Standing Stone State Park. So it's just a great place to go out and visit.
And don't forget, during the summer, you can go swimming and take swimming lessons and stay in. You know, even though we live around here, we don't take advantage of their cabins.
Yep.
Stay in their cabins and have a relaxing weekend. And WJ Staggs is pulling those Standing Stone Park people in his wagon, and he's always doing that.
And there you can see the city police getting into the edge of our screen. Here is the city police cars coming up through there, and we'll kind of try to figure out who is driving them. Looks like going to be SRO Sergeant Jeremy Laycock driving the truck there, and then the car on the other side. I can't see who that is yet, but they're getting close to us here. We hope you enjoy our coverage here on Overton Events of the 2022 Overton County Christmas Parade, the 56th edition of the Overton County Christmas Parade this year.
Well, we'll have the city police, and we will have the mayor, and we'll also have the county mayor. And they'll be in front of the Grand Marshal today.
As those city police cars coming on up through there is leading the way here this afternoon.
Well, Craig, we'll have to wave at them and get them started. They need to get pumped up here. And there's Kathy King. She's waving great.
Other driver there, SRO Jenna Roberts there in the white SUV. There's a county truck there. I'm not sure who those gentlemen are. And ladies.
Well, they're going to have to get that candy out, that's for sure. Those kids have got the bags and they're waiting.
That is true. Fire truck getting ready to come on scene. There you see Livingston Fire Chief Rocky Dial's vehicle there. The fire truck coming in with Livingston Academy cheerleaders on top of it. Always a tradition at these parades, the cheerleaders on top of the Livingston fire truck. Been that way ever since I can remember, hasn't you?
That's right. They're always on the Livingston fire, and they'll start cheering and make a whole lot of noise. Rocky likes for those sirens to go.
Oh, yeah. They usually, when they see a microphone, they usually hit them. So, Livingston Fire Department there. Good group of guys there at the fire department, police department as well, sheriff's department, all ready to go help just in any time of need here in Livingston, Overton County.
And if you keep waving at them, they'll wave back at you. There they are. The Livingston Police Department has gone on by us, and now all the Livingston Fire Department is behind them.
Like they brought out
Lots of them.
All their trucks this year, all four of the trucks from the Livingston Fire Department in the parade.
I didn't know we had 4 trucks.
Oh,
Craig.
yeah. Actually 5, I guess. There's the tanker truck, too.
Wow. Well, that's awesome because they do a good job, and we want to thank them for their service.
Moving right along now. As the next one should be the city mayor, Curtis Hayes. We'll wait and see as they pull in here in front of us behind the.
That's an older truck, isn't it?
It is, yes.
And we want to, our list, we do have a list, but they are already out of order, so we're going to have to wait till they get in front of us for us to know. But there is Curtis Hayes, the mayor of Livingston.
Livingston Mayor Curtis Hayes driving the convertible there, in the convertible there, on the passenger side actually. You see him waving there at you. And then let's see who we've got here.
A station wagon with a big tree.
That is the new county executive, Stephen Barlow, just elected back in August. Stephen Barlow driving that vintage station wagon with the Christmas tree on top.
And Craig, I have to admit, I'd like to have that vintage station wagon.
That's a classic, isn't it?
It's a classic. There he is. That's his first year in the parade.
Yep. I got some mules there, as this is WJ Stags pulling the Grand Marshal, as we said, Standing Stone State Park. Representatives of Standing Stone State Park pulling in now. As beautiful pair of mules. Those are probably, 16, 17 hands high, some big
beautiful.
mules.
They are. And behind them is Livingston Academy, the spirit of the Wildcats.
Under the direction of Mr. Greg Dingwall. He's been there at Livingston Academy a very long time. They were at the game Friday night, did a great job at the game against Livingston Academy had on Friday night there against Smith County, and just played all night and did a great job there. They are walking through.
Mr. Dingwall's been marching for years, isn't he? He's doing a great job.
There's more of them, I guess, on the ATVs, or is that maybe that is the Livingston Academy band still there on the ATVs, and this truck going by in front of us. A good representation from the.
And behind them will be the Rickman Fire Department.
This looks like it may be Katie Hall here, as they've got on our list Katie and Oakley Hall, but I don't know about you, but that print's too small for me to read.
I cannot see who was in that truck. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
Yeah, the Rickman Fire Department here, they're going to have 2 fire engines and a pumper truck as well from the Rickman Fire Department. They do a great job out in the southern end of the county here in Overton County.
And we want to thank them for their service, because they are all volunteers. And, you know, they do a great job, and they're always on call all the time. So they have a new, this is kind of a new vehicle there, isn't it? Looks like an ambulance for the Rickman Volunteer Fire Department.
Yeah, I don't know what they would really carry in that. But they've got several more vehicles, it looks like, not just the 2 that were listed. Looks like they're bringing their fleet of vehicles up as well. That's probably the Chiefs vehicle. That's the Fairgrounds Fire Department there. The next one, that's number 7 on our list, as they are the next group. They're supposed to have an engine, a tanker, a brush truck, and a mini pumper. So that's the brush truck there, I would think. The mini pumper there coming into the screen. I'm guessing, I'm taking a shot that those are the right ones.
Well, they do have a Christmas wreath on them, so I do know that. So.
And then looks like also possibly another truck of some of their members behind them. We'll wait and see as they get closer here, but there's the engine going through from the Fairgrounds Fire Department. Now that white truck pulling in, that is going to be the Widow's Barrel entry. They were supposed to have 2 side-by-sides. Looks like they've changed it to a truck here.
Well, it may be a little chilly for the side-by-sides, so there they are, and I think the Grinch is in the front seat.
Yep, riding a shotgun there with the Widow's Barrel. Then Outlaws football, the Overton County Junior Outlaws. If you are a fan of Overton events, you saw them win their championship, their 2nd straight championship with the Junior Outlaws earlier. The other Outlaw teams had good seasons as well, and there's the Overton County Outlaws football team out there.
And Livingston Regional Hospital is behind the outlaw football
Yeah, look
truck
at the,
and trailer.
look at the snow machine there on the back with the Livingston Regional Hospital.
A Hallmark Christmas from Livingston Regional Hospital. And there's Wayne Farrell. Do you think he'll recognize us?
Didn't even look.
No.
Now coming up, should have Miss Tennessee Elegance Toddler Queen next on this one.
Look. There she is.
Yeah, that's what parades are about right there, isn't it?
Right. Sure
the little
is.
kids having fun. Then entry from Better Lawns. They'll have a mowing truck and 2 mowers here as they go through.
And behind them is Monroe Fire Department.
Monroe Volunteer Fire Department. It's interesting to see how they all have kind of different colors to their engines and different vehicles for these fire departments.
And again, we want to thank Monroe Fire Department for their service.
There's another truck going to be coming into your picture in just a moment from Monroe. I won't talk really good about them. They're the ones that cover my area.
That's
If
right,
something
that's
should
right.
happen, they're the ones that would be coming out.
So we're going to compliment them a lot, right? Look at that.
Exactly.
And a superhero on the side of the truck. It's decorated.
Captain America there on the side
There
of
you
the
go.
Monroe Fire Department. Then the UCEMC, Upper Cumberland Electric, with several vehicles coming up now.
And we have to give them credit. When there's an ice storm or anything, they have to get out there in the cold and the ice with a very dangerous situation sometimes. So it's good.
Tim McGill going through in front of us, the director of the Livingston Regional Hospital. Thank them. They're one of our sponsors here on Overton Events. We really appreciate them helping us out.
He's carrying an empty bucket. I don't know what's with that. I thought he was going to give candy away.
Probably, we're a little far down the road here. He may have already given all he's got there.
That's right.
They've got the Livingston First Free Will Baptist Church here with their float coming up.
And there's a beautiful float. And they all look really good.
The Ultimate Love Story, a Hallmark Christmas from Livingston First Free Will Baptist Church. Then
Livingston Dance Studio?
Livingston Dance Studio coming up next. Here they've done a good job with their float with all the dance studio members on there and some walking behind as well.
And they've moved down on Church Street, their new location, and there looks like there's a lot of dancers.
Yeah, that's a large turnout there. And coming up after them, a couple of Girl Scout troops on a truck and trailer, troops number 994 and number 1060. And they're in boxes of Girl Scout cookies. Those are always
look
a
at
tradition.
That. We love those cookies. There you are. Thin Mints, one of the favorites.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite.
Yes.
They did have a lemon one there for a while that was really good. I don't know what happened to it, but they didn't have it the last couple of years, and I really missed that. So maybe they'll hear that and try to get that back for
Yeah,
me.
just remember, Girl Scouts, you got to get a hold of Craig. Sell him some cookies.
Oh, they do it every year. I always buy 3 or 4 boxes.
And here we are.
Ag 1 Co-op. They've got 6 side-by-sides, a truck and trailer, 2 tractors, and a vector spreader. Now, if you know what a vector spreader is, you're better off than I am because I don't know what it is, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. But there's the side-by-sides and everything on the trailer being pulled by that truck.
I think they left off the motorcycles.
This is probably part of the
they're a
co-op
part of
still.
them, yes, the little motorcycles.
And they've got the other store up just above the co-op there where they sell those motorcycles and garden tillers and things like that.
They have a lot up there, too. If you haven't been up there, it's they're kind of fascinating, these little vehicles. Make you want to go out and buy one.
It does. They'll fly, too.
I know there's a lot of people that enjoy these going out in the woods, and we live in a beautiful spot to be able to have one.
Yeah, they've got a lot of, also got 4-wheelers, side-by-sides there. Those are the big ones where you can fit 4 to 6 people in there pretty comfortably in those. Find those down at the co-op. Also a dealer with tractors down there. We're going to have one of them come in the screen right now.
I think this last vehicle may be what you're looking for, Craig.
There's that Massey Ferguson tractor, enclosed cab with the front end loader. There's their feed truck. And there's a Vector spreader.
There
so
it is.
Well, it hasn't got to you yet, but it'll be kind of impressive when it gets here, what they use to spread fertilizer out in the fields.
I didn't know they had those down in town. We're going to have to go check them out.
Not one like that. Hadn't seen that one out. But there it is.
There it is.
Coming into view. Be hard to find a spot where it couldn't get clearance, wouldn't it?
That's right. It's a Vector 350, just in case you want to go shopping.
Now, as it goes on through, we've got next there Little Miss Sunshine, Becca Stover, the winner of that. She going through there, followed by the Rickman First Free Will Baptist Church coming up with a truck and trailer. The Greatest Gift Ever is their float.
And look at the truck that they're on. That's really a neat old truck. I don't know what year it is, but it was a good one.
Well taken care of.
That's right. We have some more fire departments.
The Dry Hollow Volunteer Fire Department. They've come a long way down to be at this parade. Also down there in the southern end of the county, they cover a wide area down there. Do a good job when people need them down there as well.
And again, we want to thank them for their service because they're way out.
Another Girl Scout troop here. Girl Scout troop number 1057 on this float.
And cookies, Craig.
The only thing sweeter than Hallmark movies is Girl Scout cookies, is what their float says there. Can't disagree with that.
No, Twin Lakes.
Twin Lakes Telephone Cooperative with a bucket truck there.
Now we have our 2022 Junior Princess, Craig.
And Macy Gall getting ready to pull into the screen here. Junior Princess winner at the Overton County Fair in 2022. And now coming into view, Maddie Gall. She's the 2022 Livingston Academy Homecoming Queen is Maddie Gall.
Miss Maddie Gall. Now, this guy, if you ever have to have a tow, they are awesome.
Watkins and Langford, David Langford, his group pulling in with the big rig first, the big wrecker. And they've got a couple of more they'll be pulling through. They've got 3 trucks in, so this green truck also a Watkins and Langford truck.
I have to tell you, my car broke down in Gatlinburg, and David Langford came to get me.
Right.
And that's something to
That
say
is.
for locals. So, you know, all of our local people, not just David Langford, but all of our local people, we kind of stick together.
Yeah.
And he came all the way to Gatlinburg and brought me home.
Oh yeah, they're great to come out and help whenever they're needed as well. And they're like you see with those 2 that they've got in the parade today, there's not anything that they can't really handle to pull, not much that you can run across.
And here's Timothy, Volunteer Fire Department.
Timothy Volunteer Fire Department with an engine and a truck here today.
And we want to thank Timothy for their service.
Then looks like East 52 Volunteer Fire Department coming up behind them. Still that white truck still part of the Timothy Fire Department.
And now you'll see in the screen East 52 Fire Department. And thank you for your service. They're down on the other end of the county.
Yep. On the northern side, they're right there on the county line just about, covering that part.
That's Johnny Hunter.
Yep, Johnny Hunter in a 1940 coupe. It's a nice car, isn't it? Well taken care of.
Well, and behind him is Scotty Hunter, the 1966 Ford Mustang.
Yeah, that's one of the classic muscle cars there, that Ford Mustang. Now coming into view, the Livingston Academy dance team from Livingston Academy as they go through there in front of us.
And they always do a good job with the cheerleaders right beside them.
And going to have Haley Porter on an ATV.
Now we don't have the car that we wore. A couple of cars we're missing right there, but now we're with.
We don't have this one on the list here, so
No.
they've added a float here. I'm not sure who that is.
Pilgrim Baptist Church.
Pilgrim Baptist Church. So maybe Steve Martin and Roger Bybee may not have shown up. So that's the Pilgrim Baptist Church and their float there.
And again, we'll apologize if they're out of order. We're doing our best to see who they are on the side of their floats or their cars.
Alpine Customs going through there, and some ATVs from them, a truck and trailer, 2 Razors, 3 4-wheelers, and 1 trike from Alpine Customs going through there in front of us.
And I recognize Renee Stover. There she is. And she's waving.
Now the Tennessee Division of Forestry with a truck, a fire dozer, and Smokey there on the trailer being pulled by the truck. Only you can prevent forest fire.
That's correct. And we were just talking about him with Standing Stone Park. Maybe I had the wrong bear.
That may be.
I
Maybe.
probably should have been Yogi, I think. And they have another big truck.
It's a nice little dozer there, that little green one, compact dozer that would, I bet that would pull a lot of stuff that they need to do.
And
Yeah,
they have
there.
another dozer.
Now there's the big one they use to help fight forest fires that are around, and regrettably they've had to use that a lot the last couple of years. Have them. Now we've got Hill Hollow Farms with an antique tractor pulling the trailer there. Massey Harris.
And there's Buckeye Home Medical with the truck. Junior screen. They have all that health equipment, the medical equipment. They do a really good job.
Then we've got Miss Fabulous, Brooklyn Tidwell, going through. And we've got, coming in the screen, Half Dime Land Management. They've got a truck trailer with a skid steer on the back of it. Phone numbers there if you need to contact them for any land work.
It's even got its own little compartment there, see, Craig, for the driver. The skidster.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody likes coffee.
Yep. Or hot chocolate, depends on it.
Yeah, that's right. They got snow. Wired coffee with a side-by-side and a trailer.
Now this is going to be Ted and Helen Poston in the Jeep Wrangler pulling into your screen.
Now, I think we're out of order again.
Now that's not a 1970 Monte Carlo. That's
No,
the
it isn't.
1930 Model A being driven by Stephen Shanky there.
I had to look up when I heard the horn. I knew it wasn't a Monte Carlo.
92 years old, that vehicle. That's pretty impressive the way it's running down through there. About 1930.
Allen's Volunteer Fire Department now.
Wonder where you get parts for that 1930 car.
I'm not sure, Craig.
Yep, Allen's Fire Department going through with their engine.
I don't think Amazon would have that, do you?
They might not. Now the Rickman Saddle Club with a truck and trailer.
And as we wait for our next one that'll be coming on the screen will be First Baptist Church with a 1952 Ford F1.
A nice truck right there. See a lot of the members of First Baptist Church there walking through. Now Quality Home Health with their truck and people on the truck.
Now we have Hillham Basketball and Cheer.
Hillham Basketball and Cheer. Tyler and I have been able to go to a lot of these grade school games and do a lot of the ball games and love doing these games with these kids. They work really hard all the time, do the Hillham basketball teams, as do all teams in the county, and there'll be a lot more of them coming through, but that's Hillham going through. Now here's Russell Long in a 1968 GMC pickup.
Now we have the Realty Firm.
To Neil Rosca at the Realty Firm. And the other realtors there.
Now we have Smith Septic, and we will have 3 trucks. And you really are glad they're available, but you don't want to have to call them.
That's true. That is true. Do a great job, though. They're always out just any time of the day, weekends, nights. They'll come out and help you out. There's their second truck going through. And the third with their backhoes and work equipment. Now we've got the new 41st District State Representative, Ed Butler, coming through in the truck there.
Yes, there's Mr. Ed and his wife, Kim. It was warm enough. He should have rode his motorcycle. It's got American flag. It's the whole American flag.
There you see Cindy Bybee in an ATV, Cub Mountain ATV Park in Crawford.
And Ted Webb. I don't know what that is.
It's an old Chevy. That's probably in the 50s Chevy pickup truck.
And Jeremy Laycock, a 1964 Chevy truck.
Jeremiah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what a truck.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Now we've got another float coming up.
Okay, we're missing one, and now we got Allen's basketball team truck and trailer. And their cheerleaders.
Allen's basketball team going through there. They welcome us in out there a lot, too, up at Allen's. We appreciate all the hospitality these elementary schools have shown us while we carry their games here on Overton Events. Now we've got the Toddler King and Queen, Luke Daniels and Mary Jane Shaw. They're on the back of the truck, or back of the car.
That's at 2022. And going a little fast is another 2022. First runner-up, Caroline Danner and
Jack Daniels.
Okay.
Now we've got the mother-daughter pageant winner, Samantha Maya McCowan and daughter, 2022 mother-daughter pageant winner.
And now we should have East Clay
East Clay Volunteer Fire Department with 3 engines. They've got the siren going here today.
And again, they have a big job down there, and we want to thank them for their service. All of our volunteer fire departments have, they have a big job and a big responsibility.
They do.
Do you see that on the side, Craig? What is that?
I don't know.
Hollywood Heights volunteer established
That may
1953.
That may be when they started one or something. I'm not really sure what that would be on their tanker truck there. Now we've got a Willow Grove Resort truck being pulled. The people from Willow Grove Resort, we want to really thank Mickey Ledbetter. He's been so instrumental in everything we do here on Overton Events. Without him, this probably wouldn't be happening here. So everybody go thank Mickey if you get a chance, because he's a big, big, big part of what we're being able to do here, and we really appreciate Mickey and everybody there at Willow Grove for helping us out to be able to do this.
Larry Shell.
Larry Shell in a 1934 Graham pickup.
What a fancy car that is. I love that.
Don't know if I've ever seen one before. That's pretty impressive right there.
And now we have a 1957 Chevy pickup with Nelson Thompson.
Then I think they...
Are they out of order?
Well, I don't know this. We'll go with Donnie Hall in a 1935 Chrysler Coupe here, because I think that the one between Larry and Nelson didn't show up. Then we've got the Run 530 Club with some ATVs coming through here.
And we're going to have several of those, Craig.
A little dog in the front of that one.
And they're all decorated. Look at them. They're decorated, and that's pretty cool the way they've got them all fixed up. And it looks like there's going to be several of those.
Yeah, it must be a big club. I don't know much about it, but there's a large group of them here.
It's the Fun 530 Club.
One of them got some Christmas music playing out of it.
They do, and each one's got kind of a different theme to it. You notice that the reindeer, and one had a Christmas tree. So they're all decorated a little different. And I would say they have a great time.
Oh, I would think so.
And there's Frosty. Now these are smaller than those side-by-sides that went by, right?
I don't really know. I couldn't give a true opinion on that. I don't know. Next, we've got another one of the local fire departments, the Hardy's Chapel Volunteer Fire Department. Going into your screen now. Their fire chief truck leading the way.
And the Grinch.
Now their engine coming into view now from Hardy's Chapel.
And we will thank Hardy's Chapel for their service too. I believe we've gotten every area of the county represented here today, don't you?
I can't think of any. Now we've got coming into the screen the Livingston Middle School basketball teams with their truck and trailer. Been over the middle school several times this year doing their games. We appreciate them. If you want to go back, their games are still on the YouTube side here. You can go back and watch them again anytime you want to.
Now this is Vol State ambulance, which it says on the side, a demo vehicle.
Maybe something they use in a class out there at Vol State. Good addition to Overton County when Vol State came in. Now we've got the Tennessee Cinderella Tot, Shayna Rogers, coming through on the blue truck. There she is on the back. Coming up next, we've got Patty Fleming and Denise Lockhart on golf carts. They were the ones that signed it up. There's several other people out there, it looks like.
Yeah, there's Barry Moody on the back, and there's several of them going through here.
And we've got Justin Maxwell Racing with a truck and trailer with their race car coming through.
Well, that's great. I didn't even know that.
I didn't either.
Justin Maxwell Racing.
We'll have to find out where he races. Maybe talk to him here on Overton Events. Get a little more information from him.
Yes. Yeah, he's got several, you know.
Yeah.
You'll have to do that, Greg.
Now we've got Boy Scouts coming in. Boy Scouts pack number 331 and Troop 331 in a truck and trailer here. Followed by Buddy's Bail Bonding in a 1996 Suzuki.
Look at that little car.
Yeah.
McCowan Transport.
McCowan Transport, a 1996 International Rollback Wrecker there.
And look at those little cars.
Yeah. Those are the easy ones to load, aren't they?
That's right.
Then you've got Anthony and Annika White in a 1977 Corvette, another one of those classic muscle cars there.
Oh, and look at the one that's coming up behind that one.
Travis Spivey in a 1951 Ford. That's one that is all steel, and that would be a car that could take a big-time collision. You'd still be all right.
We're ready to have one of those.
You've got Philip Talley in a 1978 Ford truck there.
And then we miss Buddy and Susan Ledbetter in a 1966 Ford pickup.
Then Grant Septic Services coming through. Their pumper truck.
And we should come up, and you'll see her in the screen in just a minute.
The Overton County Fair Junior Miss, Morgan Melton, coming through.
We've got a little bit of a gap because we have, look at this guy on the motorcycle. Here he comes.
Grinch
There he is.
on the motorcycle doing the little riding out there in the middle of the parade. That's the 2022 King of the Mountain Motocross Series CC champion, Luke Melton there.
And I believe he just won that like last week. That he was the champion, and that's great.
Coming through. Now we've got the Tiny Tot King and Queen, Gabriel Salazar and Rowan Crowder. Gabriel Salazar and Rowan Crowder.
And they love throwing the candy. Now here we have Little Miss of Overton County.
Little Miss is Lexi Mayberry for Overton County.
And we should have Haley Rose Nichols, 18 to 24 months baby, pageant winner.
Hadley Rose going
Hallie
through.
Rose? Yeah.
With the on the back of that old car. Now, that's an impressive car there.
What kind of car was that?
I don't have any idea. Coming next in the screen going to be the Rickman Elementary School basketball teams on a truck and trailer. They come through here.
And there's a lot of them.
A lot of them. We've done a lot of Rickman games. They kind of had a tough year. Didn't get to play any of their games down at the gym in Rickman. They've had to play them all up at Livingston Academy, all their home games. So they're looking forward to getting back home next year. Elliot Poston, one of the assistant coaches, walking through there in front of us.
And Misty Garrett up there throwing the candy.
I didn't see Misty. I knew she'd be there. Now we've got Playground Pros with an ATV. Playground Pros with an ATV.
It's Michael and Ashley. And they're new babies.
Oh.
This should be Taylor's Crossroad Volunteer Fire.
They're going to have a engine, a mini pumper, and a tanker. Looks like they've also got their chief truck.
So that was the other side of the county, and thank them for their service.
Yep. Looks like they've got more than just the 3 that were listed coming through. They've got the...
And this is an older truck here, Craig.
Yep, another Chevrolet going through. That's the Mountain Fire Department. They
Wow.
weren't on our list, but that's who the engine is, so that may be who the truck is with as well. And also the truck back behind the pumper truck from the Mountain Fire Department. I don't see Livingston Auto Traders. They were supposed to be next up.
And we have an older vehicle here. It doesn't have a sign on it, so you guess what year it is.
Could be the 1964 C30 Chevy. No, that's a dump truck, so I don't know who that one is. They're not listed here.
And look at that fancy truck right there.
Again, no name on the side of it.
But look at the wheels.
Now here's Corey King with the main attraction of the Overton County Christmas Parade, Santa Claus, on the wagon being pulled by Corey King, sponsored by the Rotary Club of Livingston. That's what all the kids always come out to see, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus going down through there. And we're going to wind it up with several horses, mules, buggies, and wagons. We'll tell you everybody that was entered in the parade. There may be more, there may be less, but we've got Randall Boswell pulling the 4-H extension wagon. That's it going through right there, I believe. Also, John Luke Staggs with mules and wagon. W.J. Staggs with mules and wagon. Jeff Staggs with mules and wagon. James Coots, Brannon Coots, Matt Farmer, Todd's Outdoor Solutions, mules and wagon. Brandon Savage on a horse. Jessica Savage on a horse. Robbie Jeffries, mules and wagon. Chucky Speck, mules and wagon. Randa Smith on a horse. A couple of horses with Randa Smith entering. Joanne Carter on a horse. Heather Melton on a horse. And Sarah Poor on a horse. But there's several more out there, it looks like, and they just weren't on the list as they go through. Always some great animals here in Overton County. And while they're going through, as you can see them, we're going to take a moment to thank our sponsors once again for making our broadcast possible here on Overton Events. Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage. Also, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation. Milton Rains and Family. Puckett's Furniture and Appliances. Highway Tire. Jerry's IGA. Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands. Livingston Dairy Queen. Exit Rocky Top Realty. Bullseye Security. Hall Funeral Home. Maynard's Automotive. Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage. W&O Construction. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, and Frontier Chevrolet.
And there is Lucky Red Stables with their truck and their trailer.
And we really appreciate them, too. They're part of the help that Mickey Ledbetter and the group down at Willow Grove always give us. And Lucky Red Stables, that's another one of our founding sponsors here on Overton Events. We really appreciate all the help that they gave us for getting this started. And that's going to wrap up the 2022 Overton County Christmas Parade. Pam, thank you for joining us, for helping us out here on Overton Events. We appreciate it. And that's going to wrap it up. Thank you to our sponsors for making the broadcast possible. So for Tyler Maxwell,